another day out at allEV. So I'll head to the workshop. We have a lot of shoots planned up for today. We were supposed to shoot for Yuma yesterday, but we couldn't. So that got postponed to today. We have few more shoots to be done for the monsoon. I mean, the monsoon, we have been waiting for it forever now, but seems like we anyways will be rolling out the monsoon videos. So that's a major thing. And yes, we'll soon be starting the calling for all the old customers who have gotten their vehicle service prior at allEV. And yeah, we are making it a habit to build a habit with EV customers to get their vehicle serviced preventively, so that the vehicle doesn't get stalled in the middle of the road. It's a very valid thing, unlike for ICE, because people generally have the tendency of getting their vehicle serviced because of the oil change and all. But when it comes to EVs, a lot of people do not maintain it. They just keep running it like a robot without maintenance, and that is where the heavy costs in terms of repairs come. And that is what we are trying to build as a habit, because there are various reasons for that. देख के चलाओ जी, कैसे चला रहे बाबा. Oh my god, and the lady is smiling. Papa ki pari got launched. Wow. Because of the missing service layer or the missing customer care layer and a break-in habit for EV customers, we are trying to make EV customers get their vehicle service time to time, so that they don't get stranded on the street. So that is what we are trying to do here at allEV. And yeah, that is something majorly that we are taking up from the next quarter onwards, to be honest. Because most of the cases that we see on the ground today are major concerns, and that is something that people could avoid. We have been seeing customers pay up to 10,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees, 25 for battery replacements and so on and so forth. If people tend to follow few best practices, EVs are much better to run and operate, even considering the cases of OLAs. Of course, OLAs are really high performance machines, but few precautions if people take. Yeah, see, for example, I'm driving on eco mode, and I mostly drive it on eco mode inside the city. That is sufficient. 40-42 kilometers per hour within the city is more than enough. This is where when people abuse the system. I mean, it's not just Olas, whether it's an iQube, Chetak, or Aether as well. Okay, if you push the vehicle to its limit, they're just like your cell phones on wheels. And in fact, more so, because they are the battery, the motor, the controller systems, they are going through tractive forces. Your phone doesn't have to go through tractive forces. The loads on the cell, of course, is proportionate. When you're browsing, when you're watching videos or playing games, you could consider it the same in the same context. So that is what we are trying to build as a habit. If you want to use your EV and get the maximum out of it with the least amount of expense, because people tend to spend a lot of money if they do not follow these best practices. and that is what we are trying to encourage through our channel as well, through allEV. So yeah, that is what we are up to from the next quarter onwards, to promote preventive maintenance, just like preventive healthcare, like how the wellness industry works. So generally we have this 9:30 founders office call, where all the people from the founders office sit down, discuss what are the errands for the day, and we plan it up. We plan what is coming up, and what are the errands for the day. For instance, today is the end of the month, so we plan for payouts, all the bills, the cash collections, all the credit receipts, and we also plan for the payout of the salaries, any anomalies in the attendance, or calculating for how many leaves people have taken. Of course, we do have attendance management system, but still there are a lot of anomalies that we have to address before we process the salaries. This is something that we are working on, so that we could go to a fully automated system. It just makes our lives easier in terms of doing the payouts. It becomes seamless. So yeah, that is what we have planned for the day. And yeah, there are many more exciting projects coming up at allEV. I'm really excited about those. I've been planning those for a couple of months. Now we'll be getting so yeah, in fact there is this new update we'll soon be able to roll out. I'm just waiting for the organization to make it public, and then we will also make that news public. So we have been trying to raise funds for allEV. I would say that we have found a certain amount of success in doing so, but there's a lot more that we are looking at, because we have not essentially looked out of Hyderabad. But if everything goes right, then probably by the end of this financial year, we are looking at expanding outside the city. Because fundamentally at allEV, it really matters that we have process in place, because we at allEV believe that it is the process. If it goes wrong, that is when businesses die. And we don't look at it as people doing mistakes, but the process per se. The process, when it falters, that is when mishaps happen, and that is where the failures also rise from. I totally understand that we are a startup, but as long as we are process driven and we operate the business like a business community, rather than looking at you have to fail, you have to burn. No, we don't look at it that way. We want to build our business in a wise manner. We want to learn from others' mistakes. If we do mistakes, those would be inexpensive new mistakes that nobody has done. Thanks to AI and related tools, that we are able to do that research much faster today. So yeah, that is what we destined to do, and that is what we are up to at allEV. And as for me, I just started this vlogging channel to reflect. Yeah, it's alright, man. It's okay to spit on the road. There are more serious things at hand. For example, wearing a helmet. Yeah, but then, who cares? So yeah, the sole reason I've been wanting to do this video series was just give my honest, unfiltered opinions, or my thought process, what is going on in my head, and what we are doing at allEV, what is going on in my life per se in terms of career. I'm not a proponent of sharing a lot of personal information, but let's see how it goes. Here we have a jaywalker. I thought my 45 an hour commute to office could be much more productive, so I thought I will just put down some of my rants. Yeah, probably I could use this as a sounding board to reflect off some ideas. Yeah, that's how I would summarize this vlog as. For instance, I was just having a conversation this Sunday with one of our well-wishers. I was just ruminating along with a well-wisher of how we could leverage some technology which is used for building EVs to come up with a line of accessories that will be very, very useful for electric vehicle owners or two-wheeler or three-wheeler owners at large. I'm still trying to put the ideas together. For example, this chin mount was one of the ideas, but there are a lot of products in the market already, so that is not something that I would get into head on. But yeah, we're still exploring. We have the tools. We are going to get some monies. So we are just trying to look at how we could increase the revenues at allEV in a manner in which we could catapult the volume of business that we are doing at allEV. And yeah, this is what we are trying to do. So I just spoke with the other partners at allEV, and they kind of aligned well, because we had a plan of shifting the components lab, and we had been thinking, because operating out of Somajiguda is a tad difficult, considering that all the battery, motor, controller, charger repairs come to Somajiguda, and the maintenance, the service works get stalled, because most of the vehicles get stalled at the workshop due to these concerns. And a lot of the customers also do not respond, which is unfortunate. They send their vehicles over, they do not respond to our calls, and our space is occupied. But yeah, there is another another angle to it as well, because a lot of times we get a lot of calls. There's a high call volume due to how the information is spreading like wildfire, that allEV has undertaken services for multiple brands. It's a good problem to have. That is the reason why we have hired a telecaller exclusively for handling the calls inbound as well as outbound. But we are still learning things as we go. We are trying to streamline, because it's not that she handles only calls, but she's also handling chats. She's handling customers who come down. Of course, we do have our service manager who has also joined us, which has reduced the load on her, but nevertheless she has a lot of catching up and a lot of technology integration which we are doing, so that things are streamlined in a way that all the customers who are trying to reach out to us, or all the potential EV customers who are reaching out to us, they get a response, they get a solution, or they are answered to. So that is what we are looking at. Yeah, so that is about it. That is what we are trying to do, so that we ensure that every call goes answered. That is fundamentally one of our primary responsibilities, I would say. A couple of customers have reviewed us bad because we were not able to respond. But this is a systemic issue. This is exactly what I'm trying to say. The systems approach is what we are trying to solve for and what we are trying to fix. But yes, nevertheless, we will not stop until the solution is achieved, as the solution is provided. Some errand at home had to coordinate. Dad is out of town and my contact is pretty much used everywhere around. A lot of office works, a lot of office registrations. That's why I suppose there is a way people are the COO is called the Chief OTP Officer. No wonder. Yeah, so there's a lot of authentications that you have to handle on a daily basis. Biggest thing that I always strive for is to ensure that whatever I have planned for the day, I ensure that gets done and more. That's the only way I would be able to stick to the timelines. That'll be the only way we would be able to, move fast. Otherwise, it's just a lot of, planning but no execution. So yeah, that's primarily what we have to focus on. It's very, very important to do so. As it is, fresh news. The EV market, especially the two-wheelers, hit 10% penetration of the overall two-wheeler market as of June 2026. Now, this is not the first time that has happened, but there is a very high hope that this happening prior to the festive season is just an indication that the numbers are just gonna go higher. So that is the reason. I guess it hit this number last November or October, but this year hitting 10% penetration is a huge deal, because this is another barrier that has hit, beyond which the market is going to grow multifold. And that is a huge indication. I mean, I of course I'm saying it as a gut feeling, but whoever would want to invest in the EV space right now is the best time, because again, I'm not suggesting this. This is my gut feeling. I myself am invested in the EV infrastructure space. So since the EV two-wheeler, that is also another thing, that the EV two-wheeler market, although it has hit 10% penetration, it is one of the highest underserved markets when it comes to aftermarket. Why? Because if you consider in the country, even three-wheelers to a certain extent, because if you consider four-wheelers, you do not essentially have brands that are fly-by-night operators, whereas when it comes to two and three-wheelers, there are a lot of fly-by-night operators and a lot of customers, and it's not just fly-by-night operators, it's just that the penetration of aftermarket is very low as it is. Even though the numbers have touched double digit now in two-wheelers, the penetration of aftermarket services is still lower. So I would urge, if anybody would want to get into aftermarket space, do get in touch with us, or if you need any advice or any support in terms of doing your business, we are all ears. We have supported multiple such companies or organizations or individuals, so that they are able to penetrate and operate in the market, and that is what we have been up to. And since we are operators ourselves, we are not a software company, we are not a tech company, we are a tech enabled company. We do not look at it that the solution has to come tech first. The solution has to come, and then the tech will follow. A lot of times, a lot of investors, a lot of grants or incubation centers, they want to have a tech first or protectable idea, but then it's the execution that matters, and that is of prime importance. And especially in a place like India, distribution is more critical than innovation. So figuring out the distribution and figuring out the innovation in distribution is like it's pretty much fueling the whole ecosystem, or the business or startup or the MSME ecosystem in our country. So that is what I would end this vlog with. Just 5 minutes away from my workshop. So yeah, that's about it for you guys today, and on to the next one in tomorrow's vlog, or probably I would shoot one tonight. I hope this vlog or the vlog series helps you out from our journey at allEV. I'm just trying to make the best of my time riding to work. Maybe it makes sense for you guys to hearing me out, and if so, please do comment below.